We keep the medical supplies in the back room. I think we have a flak jacket and a couple of med kits. A flak jacket is not a medical supply! Hello, this is Yahweasel. This is Doom RPG, and here with me is IndieTimmie. Say hello.
Hello.
I guess we're on to Sector 4. Sector 4.
Apparently there's 10 levels.
That seems about right for a phone game. Bear in mind, this would have cost like between $5 and $10, so it's not, you know, a AAA game, and you were supposed to be...
It's definitely longer than what I expected.
Yeah, you were supposed to be pretty happy with any sort of anything playable on your phone. Dang it, wish I had a dog collar for you.
You were supposed to be happy.
I've never been happy, but you know... yeah, good point, Strixus. I haven't had to disassemble and debug this game live. Therefore, pretty good, really.
Unsinkable Name asks, is this better than Pocket Kingdom, then?
Level 9. Of course it's better than Pocket Kingdom. I still maintain Pocket Kingdom is quite possibly the worst game ever made, and certainly the worst game I've ever played. This, compared to Pocket Kingdom, this is great. Pocket Kingdom... You'd be better off playing spreadsheets.
That's been a horrible game, though.
It was real bad. Worse than Titanic. No, this game is nowhere near as bad as Titanic 1912. Compared to Titanic 1912, this is a masterpiece.
Jeez.
This is...
Strixus, I've had food poisoning better than Pocket Kingdom.
Yeah, I agree, Strixus.
It's a normal imp.
It's a normal imp who died in one shot from an axe. The thing is, it's hard to do those comparisons because I play a lot of really crappy games, and thus a game like this that's maybe not amazing, but, you know, don't write home about it, is great compared to the range of games I usually play.
Jeez. See, I wouldn't be able to play a bunch of the games that you do on the channel.
One of these days, I'm gonna find a lost gem. This is
maybe.
I don't think this is it though. this is.
I could definitely see some people who actually enjoy this game.
Well, so it's like it's fine. It doesn't have a lot of soul to it, and the story. There is a story like that, you know. That is more than I can say for a lot of other games, honestly, and even a lot of better games. So that, you know, and the story could get more interesting. Like, we've been predicting the Doctor is going to secretly be evil, and if he is, then that's a little bit obvious, but maybe things change. Maybe there's multiple levels, so anything could happen from here. Who knows?
I'm predicting either Girardi or whatever is evil, or the guy who made the dogs attack you.
Oh, well, he's certainly evil. He eviled us. He was evil in our direction.
There's a normal Mancubus.
Oh, that wasn't enough to kill it, but it did take 18 damage, and I killed a zombie lieutenant.
Considering all the normal enemies are like the hardest enemies in this game, yeah, I wouldn't think that would kill it.
I don't know how this compares to World of Warcraft for NES. I haven't had to cheat in this, so in that sense, it's better. But then I only had to cheat in World of Warcraft for the last boss, so maybe I will have to cheat in this game, and I just haven't had to yet.
That Mancubus gave you a lot of cell ammo.
Oh, he just blew himself up. I was gonna blow that up, but off to my left, they've been blowing themselves up, so oh well.
There's a Pinky again. Wow, we're just seeing normal enemies now.
Suddenly, it's like it's Doom, but with no animation. It's really, it's just a slow, methodical version of Doom.
Also, you're in another mining area, I just noticed.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we've probably now seen all of these sort of area themes they have to offer.
Probably. Oh, no, this is different. Oh, hello, random person.
Hi, friend. Welcome! This is the oldest part of the base, built in 2112. Dude, there's like monsters around! Don't give me the freaking tour! The surrounding structures and tunnels made up UAC's first permanent Martian settlement. This area is now only used to store hazardous waste.
Oh yeah, Specklad's right, because every game has had like a hell level.
Oh,
so this
yeah. Oops,
probably the last level.
The last level is going to be hell themed, definitely. We've been having computer problems. The latest glitch has locked our main door out of here back to Junction. Boy, it's unfortunate how every single area I go into, I can get into easily, but somehow I have to do some stupid puzzle to get back out again. Maybe you can help us get it open. Maybe.
That or a hell theme won't be until Doom 2.
I love big explosions, but geez, why do I have to move the barrels? Dr. Kelvin never does any of the hard work around here.
Boo-hoo.
I mean, in fairness, just being forced to move barrels of explosive waste is a pretty crap job.
Entrances to the sectors.
What do you mean I missed? What do you mean I missed? It's a crate! I can't miss!
Oop, I swung to the side a little bit.
The hell was that? The crate dodges! That crate had high dexterity.
Oh, that was amazing.
Okay, I missed the crate. Maybe it's not so much that the crate was very deft as that I am just pathetic with an axe.
Kyle asks, what would you say are your top 3 most surreal moments in these games?
Most surreal moments in obscure games. I mean, noticing that World of Warcraft for NES was actually at the beginning, like just some random twerps World of Warcraft raid, like that's how they started an NES bootleg, was a pretty incredible moment, and I would call it fairly surreal. I don't know, I had to think about it for other than that. That would probably be number 1. Okay, go talk to Dr. Kelvin.
Was that purple guy Dr. Kelvin, or no?
No, that was a civilian, and I assume doctors aren't civilians?
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't put it. I don't know.
I don't understand anything.
Oh, that's right. It's Leroy Jenkins.
That's Leroy Jenkins. Go talk to Lord Kelvin, suggests Becklad. Yes.
I remember Duke Nukem Forever. They referenced that Leroy Jenkins.
Outstanding. I mean, so I never played Duke Nukem Forever, but Duke Nukem 3D was the kind of game that, like, if any game is going to have a weirdly meme-obsessed sequel, this game is going to have a weirdly meme-obsessed sequel.
Oh yeah, well Duke Nukem, I love Duke Nukem 3D, and Duke Nukem Forever got a lot of hate for how, admittedly, it was bad, but I still liked it.
I mean, I don't really do first-person shooters. I do fabulous RPGs like this.
That is also a first-person shooter.
Where I can make enemies just pop. That's the best video games.
Oh,
really?
Look, another room that we'll probably never find.
Really, I'm just not happy with any game if I can't make enemies pop like a balloon. Isn't Portal 2 a first-person shooter? Asks Specklad. Portal 2 is a puzzle game in a first-person shooter's engine.
By the way, you should probably save.
Oh, don't know!
Oh, it was that. Hopefully all the enemies aren't back.
Definitely they are. 100% they are. There is a 0% chance that it remembers the state of the enemies. Everything is back to normal, I guarantee you.
I'll be surprised if they are. Yep, they're still alive.
Of course they're back. Why wouldn't they be back?
I don't know. I feel like this game maybe would be kind.
Is Elder Scrolls a first-person shooter? Asked Kyle Johnson. So I do like the 3D Fallout games, and those are pretty borderline as to whether they're a first-person shooter or a RPG.
I would definitely consider the 3D Fallout's a first-person shooter.
I would say that they are a first-person shooter RPG hybrid.
Yeah, makes sense. Just like Skyrim isn't it? Well, if you're a wizard, I guess Skyrim is a first-person shooter.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, this game is a first-person shooter RPG hybrid. I'm just gonna go up and axe him to the face. That'll be easier than trying to do anything from afar.
Did all the items respawn too?
Yep.
This game is so weird.
Well, remember, this is on a phone. This was the best they could do.
I'm not used to phone games.
And also, of course, when I say phone, I don't mean smartphone. This was pre-smartphone. And again, so like, what is hard to understand about this, like, so I went through this era of cell phones. I had a cell phone in these days. I had no understanding of the fact that there was such a thing as games for these kinds of cell phones. I had no clue that there were games like this. Hey, wait! That guy said that the way back to the junction was locked! And we just went back!
Thanks, guy.
Outstanding.
I was one of the kids growing up that didn't get a cell phone until he was like 19.
So, my parents were probably fairly anti-cell phone, but I was one of the kids that was, like, I had to get to viola practice, and I had to go and be in the youth symphony, and I just had... They just blew themselves up. I just had a bunch of crap I had to do, and so as a consequence, like, when I was 16, when I was 15, my parents were like, you're going to go get your driver's permit so that you can get your driver's license the very day you're 16, so we don't have to drive you around all the time. And then the cell phone situation was similar. It's like, we want to be able to contact you because you're never home, so you can have a cell phone.
I didn't have a cell phone until my last year of undergrad, says Strixus.
In fairness, there's also, I have no idea how old Strixus is, but there's also certainly a time period thing to this.
He also suspects that he's slightly older than the average viewer.
I mean, I am definitely older than my average viewer. And I had very old, I had cell phones pretty early in the cell phone days, but for the reasons I've explained. Level up! Max health plus 3, armor plus 3.
Strixus is a she, okay.
Yes, that was what I meant when I said she. You're not supposed to admit such things, Strixus. Just let it be ambiguous.
Let it be a he or a she, doesn't matter.
That's not the thing I was talking about, not admitting. I was talking about the age, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Talking about the age.
Anyway, all of that came from, like, I had a cell phone of roughly this era, and it could have run games, and I had no clue.
Wait, where'd the other guy go?
He's still here.
Oh, there he is. I thought he disappeared.
He's just hiding. Go talk to Dr. Kelvin. He's working on the computer trying to get the door open. The door is down the hall on the right.
Kyle says what you think the demographic of your show even is.
Well, given that no one watches my videos, I don't have a demographic.
They watch your streams.
I'm shocked that this many people... This is the most people I've had commenting in a stream probably ever. Hi, Dr. Kelvin. The damn door is locked and this controller is totally borked. I can't deal with this. I have never in my 23 years with UAC seen this error before. 404, file not found. PC load letter What on Mars? Sorry, my name is Dr. Kelvin. I was sent to fix the computer problems when these strange creatures appeared out of nowhere and killed most of my staff. As you can see, I'm a bit on edge. I mean, you'd think, what with the monsters killing most of your staff. Yeah, I can see why. I've had it with this
computer
machine.
is more stressful than the monsters.
He does seem to be behaving like that. Jenkins looking for some explosives to blow this sucker open. Well, I have an axe, and that seems to work great on these slightly bent doors. Why don't you make yourself useful and see if he needs any help?
I mean, like, seriously, is it me or do these people feel very unfazed or seem unfazed by all this?
They are weirdly casual about everything. Bleep, bleep, beep. Oop. Wonk, wonk. Okay.
Hi, Pelmthrishka.
Hi, Jenkins. Dr. Kelvin says we need to blow open the locked door. Missing comma, so I'm to take so I'm to take the explosive barrels from storage and put them in front of the door. Should be cool. Why don't you go to the old med lab to stock up on medical supplies just in case? Look, I had to move some explosives. I'm not very good at my job, so... Go to the med lab and stock up on medical supplies. We may need them if the explosion goes bad. Could you, like, tell me where the med lab is? That would be helpful.
No one tells you where anything is.
Sometimes they do. Oh, it's right here. Health, beautiful health I don't need. So you were just locked in here? Welcome to the old medical lab. We keep the medical supplies in the back room. I think we have a flak jacket and a couple of med kits. A flak jacket is not a medical supply. Let me just shoot these crates like a normal person would. Oh, well, yep.
Really, the large med kits are actually red.
They're
okay.
bright red. Probability the exploding waste barrels will destroy a JC-107 Type A titanium reinforced door. Calculating. 12%.
Wow, okay.
System offline. Okay, I mean...
that's that computer's purpose, is to tell you if this door will be destroyed.
That computer exists to tell us whether the explosion will work. But
There
tell
was
you
another
what...
crate in that door.
Tell you what, we'll find out whether the explosion works next time. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, tell me what you like best on this or any other video on my channel to help me make compilations. Cheers from Yahweasel.
Bye, everybody.